All right, boys. Welcome back to another episode of Risers and Fallers. And you've got your co-hosts, It's Top Shelf, Giraffe Neck Gaming, and Deepikel 93. Back with you again with another Risers and Fallers. What's up, guys?
You mean the first?
The first for It's Top Shelf.
The first.
The first for It's Top Shelf. Missed out last week was pretty fire, and a lot of people appreciated that. So the markets were moving. So hopefully we can help out some people again this week. If you guys enjoy this and you want this to keep going, make sure you guys hit a sub to all of us guys. It's Top Shelf YouTube, Giraffe Neck Gaming YouTube, Deepikel 93 on Twitch. All their links will be in the description down below. Make sure you guys follow them. This will also be on It's Top Shelf's channel with his little twist on it. So make sure you guys go check that out. Today we're going to break it down between sneaky players that have a good chance of going up, and then the biggest chance of players that will go up also. And we're going to talk about a little bit about the players of the month too. So the players of the month will basically affect like the guys that are going to go up or down. Like we don't know, say a guy that's got a player of the month card this month might not get an upgrade in his live series, so that type of thing. But all right, guys, what do you guys say? Let's get started here.
I need first suggestions from the big dog up there. Pack God.
Oh, you're Pack God. Pack God's up. Oh, yeah. Jeez. All right. Let's see some sneaky guys that I like. I'll give you a quick one here, just because you know, South Carolina. Gotta always represent my Gamecocks. This isn't gonna be one that necessarily makes you like be like, whoa, jump on them real quick or anything like that. But my boy Whit Merrifield had a god awful start to the season. But during this 14-game hitting streak that he's had in May, he's hitting 400. He's got a 450 on-base percentage and a 691 slugging percentage with 4 home runs and 60 plate appearances. Ooh. So I think my boy Whit Merrifield at least deserves something. That's a sneaky one. He's a 73, so maybe he could sneak up to like that 76, 77 spot, because obviously that card has like no power whatsoever. But you can't ignore that slugging percentage in that 14-game hitting streak.
My man's batting. He's 9 for his last 18 with 3 stolen bags and 4 runs over his last 7 days. Good Lord.
So I'm thinking like what I'm doing right now, for those of you who obviously can't see my screen, but I'm just like playing around with the creative player thing. So his power was like a 32. I'm bumping it to a 40 against righties and a 45 against lefties. Contact 52 going up to a 57 and 70. And I'm just going to leave it at that and see what that takes us to. And for Whit Merrifield, that puts him from a 73 to a 75. So it gives him 2. It's nothing crazy, but he deserves it. And I got to shout out my Gamecocks.
One guy that I'm really high on who had the worst start to the year that I don't think his season could have started any worse is Fernando Rodney. Dude was absolutely horrible in April. He gave up 14 runs in 10 innings. ERA was 12.6 in May.
Playing with him yesterday.
Hasn't given up a run. He's pitched 8.2 innings, only given up 2 hits. I think he's a common card right now, so that's someone, I mean, it's not going to make or break your bank or subs-wise, but that's someone, if you're looking for an event or, you know, someone super cheap, I think Fernando Rodney gets his boost back up to a bronze card.
Shelfie.
Oh, are you putting it on me, Seth?
Yeah, I'm putting on it all on you, man.
All right, my guy, another guy who had a really slow start to the season, but I love this kid. Hunter Renfroe, San Diego Padres right fielder. This dude threw a ball from right field that was 101 miles an hour this week. Hose. His arm strength on the game right now is a 74. That can definitely come up. He's also batting. His average was like 200 for the first month of the season. 333 his last 7 days. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. He's up to 10 home runs on the season. He's on pace for 30.
There you go. He's pretty cheap too. You can get him for at least 25 stuff right there.
He's a common right now.
Yep, he's a common.
Yeah, he's been crushing the ball all season.
9 home runs, the most home runs in May. Yeah, pull up the other stuff here, all the cool stuff. He's hitting in the last 30 days a 302, which isn't bad, but actually it's 10 home runs, so it might have not have updated from last night. So 10 home runs in May, leading all of the majors. 17 RBIs. On-base percentage is 421. Let me pull him up here on the screen.
Yeah, he's got 14 dongs, 31 ribbies.
Yeah, and see
on-base percentage just under 400.
What he can actually go up to. Because, I mean, his power, 69, 62. I feel like with 14 home runs in the season, 10 in May, his power could easily be at least a 75 on both sides.
Can we talk about Adam Duvall for a second here?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Adam Duvall. Let's go.
Because Adam Duvall's starting to creep up into that like elite status and hitting.
Yeah, he's batting really good. I have him on my Player of the Month watch.
He's on pace for 44 home runs and 142 RBIs. He hit 33 bombs last year with 100 RBIs, and it kind of went unnoticed almost. He's just blowing his numbers from last season out of the water. His batting average is up at a whole 35 points. Striking out less. He's already got half the stolen bases he had last season. Not nearly getting caught as much. Justin, are you talking about Justin Bohr?
Yeah, Justin Bohr.
Oh, okay. I was like, who is it?
I'm like, is there more than one, Justin?
So, in the last 30 days, he's got 9 home runs, hitting a 341, 18 RBIs, walked 13 times with an on-base percentage of 429.
The thing with Bohr, I will say, is he got updated last week, so I doubt they'll give him a double.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I doubt they'll give him a double. But still, he is still having a really good year. And this is a dude, obviously, me and Top Shelf know well from being Mets and Phillies fans. But every time I watch this guy, it's just like, I hate seeing him come to the plate. He just rakes.
He does. He's scary in the box, too.
And he's huge. He's so daunting. All right. I'm going to talk about Cody Bellinger. Now,
get into it.
He's been struggling the last week. He's been getting maybe a little bit exposed, hitting 136 in his last 7 days, in his last 6 games. So that's not a good sign. But something that you need to look at is that in 33 games, he has 11 home runs, 29 RBIs. He's hitting 260 pretty much. He's a pretty good ball player. Now, the big thing with him is that they have him as a first baseman, which gets him at 75. Move him to left field, which he's played more games than first base, 24 at left, 11 at first. He goes up to a 79. So that puts him right on the cusp of being a silver. Now, I think that he deserves to get a little bit of an upgrade to bump him up to an 80 because those power numbers are gross. To put it into perspective, Jason Worth has 7 home runs this year, and he's an 80 silver. And Jason Worth's power numbers are kind of a little bit better. He has better contact and stuff. But just Cody Bellinger definitely deserves an upgrade. A little bit to the power, a little bit to the contact maybe against righties. His lefty numbers have been struggling a bit. But I think he's a guy, 1, invest in for sure, and 2, because he has the potential to be a beast, and 2, definitely check him out because he might be getting that left field switch and going to a silver.
Nice.
A pitcher that I like this week, he's probably not going to be as sneaky as most people think, but I think his stats deserve a boost, is Carlos Martinez from the Cardinals.
Correct.
His stats that I have written down, they probably got changed a little bit. They have him at 66 hits per 9 in the game.
Yep.
This month in May, he's only given up 22 hits in 36 innings. I think that could easily get a boost. For his whole 2017 season, he's only given up 50 hits in 65 innings. So I definitely think his hits per 9 can get a boost. I don't see his walks or his home runs getting touched, but I think just his hits per 9, if he gets that boosted to like a 75, maybe, he could go up to easily an 84, maybe even sneak into a gold category.
And I got a couple of people asking about Devin Travis. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
This dude's killed it in May.
I think he's got to be one of the Player of the Month guys.
Yeah, and
I think so.
There's so many guys to do Player of the Month with. It's just it's honestly gonna be a toss-up.
It really is.
Like, there's so many. I mean, I'm looking right now. There's 8 guys
there are so
hitting
many
over
guys in
350
the last 30
month.
days.
Because I mean, there's just, how do you do it? Like, I know last month there was a rookie.
Yep.
There was Mitch Haniger, and then you had Chris Owings,
Judge, Zimmerman,
Vargas.
So you had 2 pitchers, and you had Leak too.
Yep.
So 2 pitchers and 4 batters.
which I think you might see probably 3 and 3. I don't know. That makes more sense, I think, but at the same time, 2 and 4.
Because if I had to put a lock on 2 of the cards, both of mine are pitchers, and they're McCullers and Wood. I think they both have to get Player of the Month cards.
Yep, I got Wood on my list as well.
For sure. All right. So when are we going to talk about Carlos Correa?
That's a man I love. You're getting one of my favorite players in the MLB right there.
This kid's a superstar.
Love him.
Let's look at his numbers. Last 7 days, on-base percentage 556, 13 for 25, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. This kid's he's turning it on.
379 for the month.
He heard Diamonds and 90 this year. He's like, I want that.
His batting average on May 1st was 236. He's currently batting 309.
Yeah, he has killed it this month.
Not bad. Another possible Player of the Month as well.
That's one guy that you could look at getting a master set for.
And see, I could just he has Diamond written all over him. He's not going to do it this week, but I really think by the All-Star break, if he keeps hitting like this, he's going to be a Diamond by the time. Look at this kid's a beast. What's he selling for right now on the market?
9K by now. 7.6 sell now.
I think yesterday it was like 6 or 7. So people know.
People. 9K.
The people that look at the same stuff we do, they know.
I feel like this one could blow up just like the Freddie Freeman thing. I sold Freddie Freeman for 12K on the third day of the season, and then and now he's like 60K. I think just the 61-69 against lefties, I think, is going to get a boost.
Yeah, like a righty with a lower first lefty stats.
100, and for not a bad fielder either. Runs pretty decent, 65 speed. And for a shallow position, I mean, if he goes Diamond, his value could be huge.
Right, and that's one thing that I feel like people are going to swarm the market trying to get his gold card, but you never know, because if he gets the Player of the Month, his gold card isn't going to change right now, at least.
Exactly. Yeah. Anthony Rendon.
Got him on my Player of the Month.
Yep, another dude who's just gotten off.
Yeah, his hitting stats they're not good, like, at all.
No.
64, 82, 64, 58. Like, what?
Yeah.
Numbers can definitely go up, and he's only 1 away from a gold.
1 away from a gold, and I'm going to look at his stats real quick. Like, just
433 OBP his last 7 days, 9 for 26, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 4 ribbies.
And when did he get his last? I'm trying to see when he got his last upgrade, so I can check like the numbers between the two, because like you said, his card's really like awful. Like 58,
like
58 power and 64 is just not.
Just adding a +3 to both contact versus right and power versus right puts him up to an 85. That's what his inside is right now. So that's not much. That's not much at all.
Yeah.
And if you look at his last 2 weeks since his last upgrade, what has he got here? Last 14 days, he's hitting 342 with 4 homers and 9 RBIs. So, like you said, his power versus righties is a 64. So let's just go like 67 and contact. He's hitting 265, so maybe just 1 to 65. Contact versus lefties, he's hitting 423 this year, so maybe 85. And power-wise, let's go to 60 just to round it off. And I think that's definitely going to put him to an 85. Which it does. It puts him to an 85. So it doesn't take a lot for him to get to gold now.
Yeah. I feel like that might be someone that they actually upgrade his live series card just because he has a breakout card in the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Since we're in the Kansas City Royals kind of thing here, I want to bring up one last kind of sneaky guy here. Well, actually, let's move on to like guys that have actually a good chance. Eric Hosmer. I don't think is very sneaky. I think he's actually.
I like Hosmer a lot.
He's in the last 30 days. He's hitting a 362, 4 bombs, 13 RBIs, and he's starting to walk a lot. 11 walks.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
he's a good ball player.
That's a sneaky 3 stolen bases too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So his fielding's already good. He was a gold last year, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what his
inside edge is always up.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a beast. Good card to have, good fielding.
Let's check his last 7 days.
He's doing most of his power against righties. He only has 1 homer against lefties.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think he could be an 84 at least.
84.
Give him 1. give him one, and then he continues to put up numbers. The big thing with him is like his contact is kind of already good with 81 against righties, because his numbers against lefties contact-wise is like he's a 273 hitter, so maybe he's not a 64, maybe he's closer to a 70, but his contact's very high, so he has to put up power number-wise. A dude that I like a lot to get upgraded, and he got downgraded recently, is Edwin Encarnacion. That dude is going off the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, he's hitting 326, 4 homers, 8 RBIs. He's only struck out 9 times in 46 plate appearances, which is huge, because his big issue was striking out, because this year he has 57 in total. So to put it in perspective, the month of April and March, he struck out 35 times, and in May he struck out 22. And one of the things that he did was on his downgrade from gold to silver, which I will just give you more specific stats on real quick. He got downgraded on vision. His vision went from 68 to 58. His contact versus righties went from 71 to 64, and his contact from lefties went from 63 to 55. So I think he should go back up to gold. But the thing that hurts him, of course, is that I don't think they're just going to go right back to the numbers that he had.
Right.
And he's got just the most garbage fielding ever.
Well, given that he's a first baseman.
He's a first baseman only because there's no DH thing in the game. So like,
she already got half of mine.
Yeah, mine are calling. What do you guys think about Brett Gardner?
He was just on my list. He can definitely get a boost.
Who?
Brett Gardner.
Yep, he's on my list too.
He's got. I wrote down 9 home runs against righties.
He's on pace for 37.
That could definitely go up. He's walked 23 times this year, and his vision's only a 55.
Playing in Yankee Stadium helps.
Oh, definitely helps.
All right, so against righties, he's got 51 power, and you said he has 9 of his 11?
Yep, 9 home runs against righties.
Bumped to 60 on power against righties.
Yeah, he's about 318 in May.
318?
17 RBIs.
Dang. That's quite the season, actually, for Brett Gardner.
He's hot,
and I'm such a, like, not... I hate the Yankees so much, especially that they're doing... Especially that they're
Leave
doing
your
well.
bias alone, Mark.
I can't, man. I can't.
No bias in here.
All right, well then, if you're biased on Gardner, how about we talk about Conforto a little bit?
I'm biased with Conforto too because.
Oh, I know you are. I want to hear it.
Because I think he's got like. Listen, if I'm fortunate enough to have a son as a son, I'm gonna from the day he's born, he's gonna be watching Michael Conforto swing. I'm forcing him to be a lefty. He's gonna watch that man swing because he knows how to hit.
Yeah,
but
dude.
I don't think he can go gold yet, and that's because they have his fielding too low, which I don't think they'll do until the All-Star break and fix that stuff. And against lefties, he's still not necessarily there. But I love the kid. Oh my God, he's exciting.
Yeah, he's not there against the lefties. But what is his numbers against lefties in the game? 48-62. He really doesn't have to do much to get upgraded there.
No. And like the thing that they're doing with that is like last year, the reason he just disappeared, he had an incredible start again. But when the lefties started facing him, like against Mad Bum, I think he struck out like 4 or 5 times in a game, and he just tanked after that. Like forgot how to hit.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So
most guys strike out a lot against Bumgarner, so you got to be able to get over that.
But he's good.
This
he's
guy,
good,
man. He destroys baseball. He's on pace for 42. Could you imagine if he has 40 home runs and 100 RBIs this year? 350.
And still being a silver card.
Yeah. and he's not even on the All-Star game ballot. You have to write him in.
Unbelievable.
Giving everyone the cheese they want.
I'm in love with Charlie Blackmon.
Ooh.
I think everyone is.
I think we were talking about this last night, Chef, but
I can't.
Top on mine.
I'm so happy. I remember back when I started my YouTube channel, he was like the most underrated player in the league, mid-range silver. This guy's been unbelievable for me in fantasy for 2 years. I mean,
he could be a Philly sometime soon too.
Oh, don't you stop. This man's batting 327 on the season, 358 in May. He's just getting better.
Yep. Is he still leading off? He's still a leadoff hitter, isn't he?
He's leading the bigs and RBIs, and he's batting leadoff.
Yeah,
41 hits. Oof. In the last 30 days.
Another guy on pace for 40 home runs and 140 RBIs, just like Adam Duvall.
Yeah, he's a fun player to watch.
How is he versus left right now? Because I see that his power is 57 versus left.
Splits.
Yeah, let's throw up his split here.
Charlie Blackmon.
Pull up their splits, Seth.
His numbers versus left-handed pitching this year is 276, 2 homers.
Okay.
And what was his
How many
contact?
at-bats?
He's at 276 and 76 at bats.
Okay. So
He's hitting the extra base hits though. He's just not hitting homers. He has 4 doubles as opposed to 7 against righties, and 4 triples. Same thing against righties, and the righties is double the at bats.
yeah, I think contact will stay the same.
Yep.
At 72 versus left, but the power versus right though, I think could be.
Let's see.
He's got 13 home runs, so power versus right could maybe round
His
out
power
280.
versus right can go up and should go up because he's hitting with the elite status now. He had almost 29 homers last year. Again, I just said on pace for 40 this year.
Yeah.
He's doing it in and out of course. I'm not sure what the home away splits are exactly, but I follow him day to day. I know he's hitting the ball on the road.
Home is 9 and 387. Away is 4 and 272.
Yep.
272.
And this is, I think, his price could really skyrocket here, being Nolan Arenado, the only diamond on the team right now. So a guy that could be close to 30K. Would you guys say?
I mean, to be fair, I could hit 250 at Coors.
True that.
Player of the month, though. That's my pick for player of the month.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, he's.
I'd say like either
it's
buy right
toss
now
up,
though
dude.
for
There's so
Charlie
many.
Blackmon.
Is
4,000
that for your master? You're going Charlie Blackmon, like the set.
Yes.
See, and I'll go with
This one's
Correa.
insane.
I think Correa's gonna get it.
I would love Correa to get it.
And I'd like to bring in like an extra guy. If you guys want to do this with me every week, that'd be awesome. But I want to bring in like special guests every week and all that, so we can get some more input into this. So it makes it a little bit better.
Send a bunch of emails to former MLB players, see if they want to come on.
Oh, dude, that'd be.
Let's get Jamie Moyer on here.
Like, hey, get on Discord. But yeah, guys. For those of you back at home, make sure you guys subscribe to my boys here. I'll have all their links down below. It'd really help them out and make them happy, right, guys?
Very
sad. I'd be sad if I got more subscribers.
Same.
You guys want to give out some shout outs or anything?
Shout out to my mom. She's the best mom in the world.
Same, but to my mom.
Shout out to DG Nation. Rest in peace, DG Gaming.
Oh. Yeah, it's definitely under ATG now. But all right, guys. Until next week, in your next episode of Risers and Fallers, it's been a fun one. We're gonna sign out here. Like I said, we're gonna try to bring in more people in here. Maybe one new person every week. Yep.
Remember the hashtag. You guys can do that throughout the entire week. I mean, I'll look at it every couple hours.
Yeah, we'll definitely ask questions. Hashtag, what was it I put up there?
Risers and Fallers.
Hashtag Risers Fall. The show Risers Fallers.
The show Risers
and
and Fallers.
we'll check that out until Friday here. So if you guys want to make your investments, do it now while the prices are low, because these prices are gonna skyrocket after this video probably. So,
especially Salvador Perez.
Yeah.
Buy now. And I don't know, you guys make the decision on what you want for Friday. But this is just, we're just taking stats and putting it all together.
We're having some fun.
And we're having some fun with it. So again, thank you guys. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.